The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, it's the second game here on this Wild Card Saturday, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The drive will start with an option going left. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They'll take that 14 yards on play number one. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties, and then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
65, 65. Brings up second and 11 at the 35-yard line.
He gets that one complete to Wicks. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to it.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Now they'll shift things around. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
19
Willis headed left off the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit, and the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. After the interception, here's Watson. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Flowers going to go in motion right. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now it's Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
65 catch. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
To throw, here's Willis. That's complete to Wicks. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 36 yards. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Now Jones. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Carson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Well, I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Ready, break.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the check. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Cup 19. Cup 19.
On first down, Willis. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. To throw, here's Willis. Going for it all. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Warrior 70. Ready.
Play action. Willis. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Third down, it's Willis. Escaping the pressure right. That's taken in by Watson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now a first down carry by Jones. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Again, it's Jones. That's strong running. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and it's now 14-0. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And this one too low.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
No time now.
Watson. fair to say hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Well, third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Let's go now.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
18 Cardinal, 18.
On second down, it's Jones. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Hurt. Mustang 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
On third down, it's Willis. Short throw caught by Pitts. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is taken at the 15. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Now Watson, he's going to move them around. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And they get the guard, John Runyon. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Pioneer. Check smash. Check smash. 19 Lion. Ready.
Now Willis. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And in second down.
A 5-yard gain brings up second down at the 32-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Second down throw coming by Willis. He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Read alert. Buffalo 18. 19 tight. Ready, go.
Willis will look to throw it.
And incomplete on the deep ball. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set them up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throw left side to Kincaid. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Watson. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Washington.
Watson off play action. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Steps away to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Watson going to change the look here. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Now they'll audible to something else. Throwing on third down, Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16.
First down, Commanders.
Flowers going to go in motion right. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown from 17 yards out. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Flushed out right. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. The final shot before the break, Watson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. To throw is Watson. Quick slant, Dotson. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now. Now it's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Shifts past him at the 45. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 44 yards. And the Packers. Quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down? Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense and more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9. Faking the give. Now Watson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration can wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Dillon now off the option, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. Powering forward. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll bring out Anders Carlson now to try the field goal. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football. No.
And now the rookie's free. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Touchdown! Jahan Touchdown, Dotson. 31 yards. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Nobody goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And now an audible here into something else.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 3rd and 6.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw, Willis. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On second down, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Watson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson changing to play. Now Watson on 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. A huge play there for Washington. 52 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Watson now to throw. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield, because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
To the air yet again. Watson. Flush to his right. Touchdown, Washington. Dalton Kincaid. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
So Washington now with an important two-point conversion attempt. They'll try and throw for it. It's complete, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And this a very important drive leading to the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down.
60 by 60.
They'll go again to Jones. And Jones going to have a Packers first down as they get this out past the 35-yard line. We'll get a break here for an injury. Aaron Jones is in some discomfort down on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
A give for Dillon running right. Ooh, with a juke. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
70 Timberwolves.
On third down, here's Dillon. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You take in charge.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Dillon, they try the left side with him. Past the 20. Touchdown! Packers! A.J. Dillon, 46 yards. And the Packers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Watson, he's going to keep it on the draw. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw on second is Watson. Flushed out right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. That is caught. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Watson looks to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely. Have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Here's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's Watson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Dobbs goes in motion. Dillon now on 1st and 10. To the 36-yard line. Stop there. He stopped at his tracks by Ahmad Gardner. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Willis on the option to the right. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Willis with another keeper. And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Willis on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. And obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Watson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Here's 2nd down. Watson to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. And Watson has it right side. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he has a Packer first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Right there, hurt. Street. Go, street. Go.
taken down here, and that is how this one's going to come to an end. The Packers are moving on as we say thanks for watching and so long. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been apprised, there's no need to be surprised.